So I had one of the most interesting experiences of my life last night, man. And it all started with this guy right here messaging me right before I was about to get off PlayStation last night. So he messages me, he says, I got this account. I got like 800 KMT. I've got some GOAT cards and stuff that you can sell and everything. Do you want to use my account for some pack openings? I'm kind of done for the year. I'm moving over to PC for now. I'll give you my username and password. You can use my account for some pack opening videos. So I'm like, sure, that sounds good. This guy seems pretty cool. We continue to message a little bit. Here are some of the other messages. He basically just said, 4,027 games played, 1,503 platinum trophies. I did actually look on his profile and everything's private, which, that was a little bit weird, but honestly not too weird because some people do like to do that. So he messaged me and was just like, okay, let's get on Discord. But actually, no, first he wanted me to join a PlayStation party. So we talked for a little bit, and this guy seems like really cool. He's just like, yeah, I could, give my account to like Witness 2K, somebody like that, but I respect what you're doing. I like your videos. I like your, positive attitude towards the game, whatever. So this guy's obviously watched some of my videos and he knows a lot about my team, man. But actually, interestingly enough, I think that this all came from research. I don't think it's because he's actually interested in my videos or interested in my team itself, which you guys will find out later, man. This story starts to get really, really crazy, trust me. So anyway, yeah, everything seems cool. So then here's just kind of a photo showing you guys that he was in my party. And then here is his Discord right here. So he has since blocked me. It used to be that there was a link for his YouTube that you could see, and there was also a link for a PlayStation account, which we'll talk about this PlayStation account that was linked again a little bit later, man. But anyway, this was the first red flag because he had told me in the party chat that his name was Davion. And this picture in the top here says Prince777 Connor Hamilton. And this is kind of just like his YouTube picture. This is his picture on Discord, whatever. So that didn't match up. So that was kind of the first red flag. So we start chatting. He gives me a username and password. And I was going to kind of just expose the whole discussion, but there's personal information from a couple people's accounts that I do believe that this person stole. So I decided not to share the conversation. But basically, we just kept talking about the game again for a little bit. He gave me a username and password to try. And it looked like it was going to work. Like I put it in, like everything seemed like it was going to work. And it said, you need to change your password. Your password is out of date or something of that nature. So he was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and change the password, everything. And then what happened next is where things kind of started to take a turn for me. This is where I made a big mistake. There is a thing that you can do where he was just like, yeah, okay, well, you can log into my account on the PlayStation app with a QR code. This was a method that I was not aware of, but I did a lot of research on this. And this is a way that people can really, really scam people, because what happens is he is on his console. He generates a QR code. I enter in the QR code on my app, which is actually just a number. It gives you a QR code picture and then a number. So he gave me the number. I typed in the number because I was just like, how could this, be anything to where it gives him access to any of my things, which it actually does. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. And this is a way that people steal people's Fortnite and Rocket League accounts. It is a way that people can play games that they don't own. There was a lot of reasons that this guy maybe wanted to get into my account, which obviously he did, with all this being kind of the case. So yeah, I kind of fell for that one, man. And I started to kind of get a bad vibe after this though, which was good. So then that's when I started to do some research, see, what's going on with this. Is this something that can be a scam? Which I found a couple Reddit forums of people talking about this, with people either getting their account stolen or kind of like me realizing that something was fishy and then going in and changing all their passwords, everything. I changed my password twice. I did all that kind of thing so that he couldn't get into my account. Because it actually was funny. I looked on the PlayStation app and there was another console registered. I saw that he was playing 2K on my account. So yeah, I changed everything. It logged him out. And then this morning, the first message that he sends me was just like, okay, well, do you want to try and log back in on the app again? Because he was kind of trying to sell it as if I enter in this code, then I have access to his account on the app, which was totally wrong. And honestly, this guy is pretty smart. That's a pretty smart method because a lot of people that do this like to say like, oh, this, if you enter in this code, you get free VC, whatever. That would be a lot, more scammy and a lot harder to fall for. But the way that this guy kind of came about it, and with his knowledge of the game, with him kind of, talking to me about my channel, everything, he went about this in a really, really smart way, which is kind of scary. Like if I didn't, have my head on a swivel a little bit, I could have gotten my account hacked for sure, man. So yeah, it was just, and then I started really investigating this guy. And this is when it got really, really interesting, man. So I looked at his YouTube. Here is his YouTube right here. And his YouTube is literally Warzone, a Warzone cheat thing that you can download. And I found some other accounts that do the same thing as well. Like, how big of a fucking loser do you have to be someone who is scamming people out of their accounts and then posting cheat videos on YouTube? Like, I've heard of, people doing one or the other, but doing both of those just absolute scumbag things to people, like, dude, like, this is like as bad as it comes as far as people, man. Like, this dude is I don't even know, man. Like, because cheating is something that I really, really despise in gaming, whether it's with the Zen, whether it's with this software that he is advertising for Warzone and stuff. I really kind of looked into it. Apparently, Warzone cheating is a major, major issue because you can download things like soft aimbot, which are very, very hard to detect and stuff. So apparently Warzone, even with the top streamers, is absolutely just rife with cheating. So that was unfortunate for me to find out, which obviously I'm not really, I'm kind of a little bit out of touch with this because I don't really look up cheating videos and stuff like that. So I wasn't really aware that this was a thing. But apparently this is a huge issue in Warzone, as well as Fortnite and other games on PC. So yeah, man, this dude's just an absolute loser. I mean, he's trying to take people's accounts. He is posting cheating videos. He also had this account right here, which is posted. There's some videos, and they're kind of in like a Hindi language type of thing, which is really, really interesting. And that is the thing that is so sus about this guy, because this account right here was linked on his Discord as well. So both of these accounts are associated with each other somehow, but the person talking in the videos on either of the accounts sounds completely different. And then the guy that I was talking to in the PlayStation party sounded completely different even yet. And the PlayStation account that was linked to this guy's Discord had a picture of some woman in a witch hat. So obviously it's another account that this fucker stole. So it's just like, oh my God, bro. Like, this dude is a professional scammer. Like, he literally is. I mean, he might have even stole these YouTube accounts, for all that I know. He might have stole that guy's Discord, his YouTube, everything. And this guy is really, really good at covering up his tracks, because I think that it is very possible, like I just said, that none of these accounts actually belong to him. So it's just like, this whole situation is so insane to me, man. And then I found this account. This account is obviously associated with the same person, because if you look at the bio on this account compared to the first account that we just looked at, which is over here, Prince77 Gaming, it says marketing manager, media creator, and project lead. And it says the same thing on this account right here. So these accounts are obviously owned by the same person. Whether it's actually this dude or they both got stolen, I'm not really sure, but they kind of post these same exact videos with these same exact thumbnails, and it is Warzone cheats. So there is just something really, really weird going on here, man. I'm going to kind of continue to investigate, but this whole situation was absolutely wild to me. The fact that this started out the way that it did, and then it kind of led into this. And then here's another guy that posts cheat videos. Just kind of wanted to expose him as well. Absolute L. If you're doing that, you're a loser. And anyway, yeah, man, I feel like there maybe was one more thing I was going to mention, but I'm kind of at a loss for words right now. Like, this whole situation is just like, bro, So anyway, if you guys, of course, come into contact with any of these accounts, either of those PlayStation accounts, I can't, and I wish I was able to see the PlayStation username that was associated with his Discord. I can't remember what it was. I can't see it anymore because he did block me on Discord, which is kind of funny. Usually, it's at the point where the person that is getting scammed usually blocks the scammer. But I actually own this dude so hard that he actually blocked me. Which is kind of hilarious. So yeah, dude, I don't know if this guy is, because there was on that channel, there was some Hindi. Like, I don't know if this guy is a young teenager, which it sounds like he could be in these two channels. If he is a middle-aged kind of guy, because that's what he sounded like in the PlayStation party, or if he is from India, because that's what it seems like on that other channel. I don't know who this guy really is, but yeah, man, just look out. And if you get a QR code, please, please, please do not type it in, because it is someone either trying to access your account for many different reasons, trying to steal some of your accounts on certain games, trying to access your personal information. Just be careful out there, man, because there's some fuckers out there. So just please be careful. But yeah, I think that that's about going to do it. Okay, yeah, there's a thumbnail for the video right there. But I think that that's going to about do it. I really feel like there's something else I was going to mention, but I'm just, if I do think of it, I'll leave it down in the comments. But hope that you guys enjoyed the video, man. You got to look out there, man. There's some people that, I feel like I'm a pretty good soft-hearted person. This guy felt like he could take advantage of me. He definitely tried. But so just, be careful out there, because there is some people out there that are just absolutely evil, man. So just look out. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And if this does happen to you, like I said, make sure you change all your passwords. Make sure there's an option on PlayStation.com to log your account out of all devices and everything. So just look on one of those Reddit forums. Some people will guide you through what to do. If you act quick enough, you will not get your account stolen. Even if you do get your account stolen, if you provide proof to PlayStation support that this is actually your account and everything, they should be able to get it back for you. There's some people that were able to do that as well. So yeah, man. But I think that's going to about do it. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Leave a like on the video, man. And with all that being said, I will see you guys in the next video.